Hello there, guys. Moonlight Butterfly Miku back again with more The Skin I'm In. And we are up to chapter 18. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. It's been a month now, and all I think about is that thing with those boys. Mama's been saying I got my head in the clouds. She keeps asking if I'm in love or something. I spend a lot of time in my room and don't even talk on the phone, not even the sweets. Mostly I'm thinking or writing in my diary, our diary, Akilma's and mine. Lately it's hard to know where Akilma's thoughts begin and mine end. I mean, I might be starting off with her talking about how scared she is with the smallpox spreading around the ship and killing people. Then I end up the same paragraph with Akilma saying she's scared that maybe people will always think she's ugly. But I'm really talking about myself. I'm scared people will always think I'm ugly. Miss Saunders says it's a good thing that I'm getting so close to Akilma. Good writers get close to their characters, Miss Saunders says. I've even written in our diary about that thing with the boys, only it ain't me the stuff is happening to, it's Akilma. She's there up on the boat. She's there on the boat, up on deck when the men running the ship come after her. Dear diary, where do you run when there's no place to run? They had me trapped. I could see no way out. Then I scratched one on the face, bit the other on his fat, dirty hands. And when I was running to hide deep in the crowd up there, I saw someone I knew. It was Kinjari. Kinjari is not dead. Akilma. I showed this last part to Miss Saunders. She said this is powerful stuff. Writing is clearly one of your gifts, Malika, she said. I know it sounds stupid, but when I was leaving Miss Saunders' classroom, I hugged them papers to my chest like they were some boy I'd been wanting to press up against for weeks. It feels good doing something not everybody can do. Mama's got a saying. Don't go getting full of yourself, because as soon as you do, somebody's going to come and let the wind out of your sails. Today, that somebody is Shar. She sees me walking down the hall like I'm wearing clouds for shoes. Why are you looking all stupid? She asks, plucking me upside the head. Like a dummy, I tell her about Miss Saunders and my work. Soon as the words are out, I want to kick myself. I said I wasn't telling nobody about this. Now look what I did. You Miss Saunders' pet anyhow, Shaw says, sticking gum in her mouth. She got you that job in the office just to keep you away from me, I bet. I start to tell Shaw that ain't so, but she don't want to listen. We're hanging out in the bathroom next period. You coming? She asks. I have to work, I say. That's what good little slaves do, obey their masters, right? If Shaw really knew what girls like Akilma went through, she wouldn't be talking down on slaves. You gonna be a slave or your own master? Shaw asked, crossing her arms. If I was my own master, I would never speak to you again, I want to say. But instead, I just tell Shaw I'll see you later. You better be there, she says, walking off. She's halfway down the hall when I hear Worm call her name and see him run to catch up with her. Worm is sliding his arm around Shaw's shoulder. She yanks it off like he's got body odor. Now that Shaw has finally stole Worm away from Daphne, she don't even want him no more. That's how she is. Some tiny. It ain't no real choice when you think about it. Hanging with Shaw and them in the bathroom is more fun than stapling papers in the school office. So when I push open the bathroom door, I put all that stuff about Akilma and Miss Saunders in the office out of my head. Hanging out in the bathroom is party time, Shaw likes to say. So I go in there ready to have a good time. I scoop myself up on the sink and kick off my shoes. Shar gets up in the mirror and puts on another coat of mascara. She and the twins, Rais and Raina, laugh. They're talking about Worm and some other boys I don't care nothing about. I smile and act like I'm listening. Next thing I know, I'm reading one of Akilma's letters. Shar asks what I'm up to. I tell her nothing. She grabs my stuff so hard my books fall on the floor. Malik is tripping on that slave stuff again, Shar says, taking out her cigarette lighter and setting one of my pages on fire. I can feel my ears burning hot with anger. I blow out one of the burning papers. Why does Malika gotta be with us anyhow? Raina asks, putting lipstick on for the third time. Malika is corny and ugly. Rais sticks her face in the mirror right alongside her sister's. Imagine set. It used to be fun watching Malika half kill herself learning to smoke, Raina says, cutting her eyes at me. But Malika's just a pain now, says Rais. Rais and Raina pull back from the mirror at the same time. They both puff up their hair and scratch the same side of their necks at once. Shar says the only reason she lets me hang with her in the first place is to get her grades up. It seems like it's been forever and they ain't up yet, Raina says. Shar shakes her head and smiles. You're right, Raina. I'm thinking about letting her go anyhow. Shar is talking like I ain't even here. Only I can't cut her loose yet. We got that big book report due in social studies. After that, you're history, girl. Now Shar is looking my way. Rain is still on my case. Malika, ever since you got that new hairdo, you think you're something, don't you, Miss Baldy? She says, laughing. I don't laugh. I look at her like she's getting on my last nerve. Next thing I know, cigarette smoke is everywhere, and Rais is showing us how to do some new dance. Shar asks me to hold her cigarette. She digs in her purse and takes out a marker. She writes her name in big black letters on the wall near the sink, Charlize Jones. All of a sudden, Miss Saunders comes busting into the bathroom like she's a cop. All right, she says. Dag, Rais says. Why you always gotta be ruining stuff, Miss Saunders? Charlize is pissed. This is the third time Miss Saunders have busted her in the bathroom this month. Miss Saunders comes over to me and yanks the cigarette out of my hand. I'm surprised to see you here, Malika, she says, flushing the cigarette down the toilet. Then she rubs her hands on her slacks. Malika ain't no goody two-shoes like you're trying to make her out to be, Miss Saunders, Shaw says, putting her arm around my shoulder. Her and me have done all kinds of things together. Save it, Shaw, Miss Saunders says, moving up to where I'm standing. She accidentally bumps Charlize's arm and makes her drop her lipstick on the floor. The lipstick lands right on his tip. You did that on purpose, Shaw yells as she gets up on her toes up in Miss Saunders' face, but Miss Saunders gets as serious as a heart attack. I am not a child. I do not play games with children, she says, staring hard at Shaw. Shaw tries to stare down Miss Saunders, only you can tell Miss Saunders ain't backing off. That lipstick cost me $20. It's designer stuff. I want my money, Shaw says. When Miss Saunders tells us all to get to the office, there's no mistaking that she means business. She tells everybody to walk a few steps ahead of me and her. Miss Saunders is harder on me than anybody else. She grabs me by the arm and pulls me off near the lockers. I'm looking at her hand like she better get off me. I guess she has a second thought about what she's doing because she turns my arm loose and starts giving me one of her speeches, talking about how well I was doing in class and working in the office, telling me I need to choose my friends better. When we walk into the office, Miss Carol and Maxine act like they haven't even noticed Charlize or the twins, but they sure have noticed me, and I swear I can see the corner of Maxine's mouth go up like she's holding back a smirk. A teacher standing in the office asks what happened. Miss Saunders says we were cutting class, in the bathroom, smoking, destroying property. Dag, I'm thinking. It wasn't like Shaw was ripping out the sink. She was just writing her name on the wall with a marker, just letting people know she'd been there. Well, it looks like they're in trouble for cutting class in the bathroom. But seriously, I always keep wondering why Malika chooses to hang out with these girls. I mean, they clearly don't like her, so hanging out with them isn't doing you any good. But we just have to see what happens in the next couple of chapters because we're close to finishing the book. I think there's about, let's see, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, it's about 31 chapters in here, so we still got a ways to go, but it is getting better, and I hope you'll stay tuned for more of my book reading. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next chapter. So until then, this is Moonlight Butterfly Miku saying, bye, guys.